Welcome to Mandate, where we navigate fresh perspectives and nothing is off the table. Tonight's guest is from Tāmaki Makaurau, out in South Okilani. He is from a place called the Promised Land 274, also known as the home of the brave, but better known to all of us as Otara. He's an incredible individual who is, well, renowned in the fight game, in the combat game. You've seen him on the Shuriken, you've seen him on the PFL, you've seen him on King of the Ring, and so the man later, or more recent times, he is now coaching, and so he's the co-founder of his own service called D4G, which stands for Desire for Greatness. The man services and helps those and teaches mixed martial arts, combat sports, boxing, but also is in the sphere of mental well-being as well. Please put your hands together for the man himself, the Showtime Sigi Pesaleli.
Thank you, brother.
We might all love it also. Thank you for coming out tonight also, and I appreciate it. Sigi, I've been trying to get you for a long time also. I have been, and honest to goodness, and I think it's just timing, Sigi.
Yes.
Perfect timing to get you, but also because you're doing some great things, Sigi. Hard out. I know you've been in the fight game for many years, and correct me if I'm wrong, was your last fight in 2019?
Yes.
2019. And so I thought just to start the ball rolling also, and while we're having the Talanoa, in terms of the fight game, is there a reason as to why you're not fighting in recent times, or is it just like, you know what, my fighting days are probably just come to an end, or what's happening with the fight game right now, Sigi? If you don't mind me asking.
Yeah, also it's so good. Just at the moment, I just had to look after my partner. He got a little bit unwell, so we had to take some time and take care of the family. Take care of the family.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. And I love that because I've known you for some time now, Sigi. And my son Phoenix he's trained under you, and he enjoyed his time whilst being with you and training him. Sigi, for those who don't know, and for those who are not familiar with your work and you in the fight game, tell us a little bit about yourself. Also, tell us in terms of beyond the fight game, in terms of who was Sigi. Sigi, the younger days when you were kind of starting up in your fight career.
My fight career. When I was I always remember me being a quite active kid. You know, always wanting train, and I was alright in school, but I wasn't too good. But I excel in training. When I walked my first time into a boxing gym, I got compliments from the coach, and it made me feel good. So I stuck with the game, and that's when I knew, I could put my energy in this.
Man. And so, in terms of the boxing, was the boxing start off with boxing? What was the gym, Sigi?
Yeah, I started off in boxing. Some of the older boys, because I went to La Salle, so some of the older boys were already over there at the boxing gym, and they see me always getting active in the wrong way. So they're like, "Hey, bro, you should come over here and use that skills in the boxing gym." And I was training in Pep. That was my first boxing gym. Back in the day when Grant used to run the boxing up there. Yeah, it was a lot of hungry fighters, and I liked the environment there.
There was Grant Arkell.
Yeah, that old fella. He's the man. Shout out to Grant.
Yeah.
He was a good fella. He was a good guy. He was the first white fella that, I was like, man, these people are good. These people are good. Yeah.
Man. And so at that time, because I can imagine, because I know Joseph Parker could have around Grant Arkell and so forth, and so you would have been kind of like with some of the boys. Who were the other La Salle boys who kind of training with you at that time?
Some of the Usos. Wilson, Wilson Nance, Wills Nansen. He was the one that took me up there, and he was a good fellow. He picked me up, take me to training. And I watched all those guys in the gym. A lot of hungry fighters back then, I saw all of them.
Man, I love also. And so when did you find out? When did you realize, Sigi, that I really can really do something in the fight game, in the combat sport? When did you realize, I'm actually really good at this?
When did maybe when I was in the gym, I was sparring back then, couldn't be able to control it, and it was like putting people out in the gym, and I was like, oh man, this is pretty good, eh? You know, I was like, whoa, I can put people out with this, with my hands. And I was young, and I put out a lot of older fellas, eh? So I was like, oh man, maybe I can use that, eh?
But yeah, what does they see? Because sometimes people think, "Oh man, I'm really good at this," and something like they say they're good at it, and they realize later, "Oh, I'm not really actually good at it."
Oh, yeah.
But seeing you, I've seen your footage, I've seen your fights, and I've been King of the Ring and so forth, and you kind of possess the dynamite in both hands, and so you learned very early. You know what? I'm really good at this. I can actually pursue this as a career, and so when kind of the fights, the sparring, and obviously the different tournaments, how did it progress to like, I'm actually good at this, to, man, I really think I can make a living, or really can pursue this to be an actual champion? When did it come kind of the tides, so to speak, in your mind, like, oh man, I can really go far in this sport?
I think with every fight, I was getting more confident, and then I think when did I? Probably when I was fighting, and then I was knocking people out. Then it kind of made me feel, whoa, man, I might be pretty good at this stuff, eh? And then, but also having the belief of my partner there, telling me, encouraging me to keep going, because it's not easy sometimes. Not every day is a good day, eh? So, yeah.
Man, because I can imagine singing, and because the fight game is not easy, eh?
Yeah, it's very hard.
Yeah, and people think, oh no, you just go train, rock up and train, listen to the trainers. And I see what these fighters do, and I see these boxers or kickboxing or Muay Thai, whatever fight sport. But tell us in terms of your regime, because I know for a fact that it's not easy, because I know you've done bodybuilding as well. But tell us in terms of when you found out, you know what, I could actually go further in this fight game. What was it like? What kind of mentality? Because it takes a strong person to put themselves through that grueling training and regime. Tell us what happens over here when in your mind, like, I gotta do this. It's one thing being good at it, but also being to sustain it and to keep being good at it. Tell us the mindset of a fighter.
How I used to think was like, when I would train, I'd always put myself in like situations like, man, if I don't do this, then my family's not coming home, kind of thing. Yeah, I always put myself in that position. Like, what's the word? It sounds pretty savage, but it's like kill or be killed. That's the thing of the game. If you want to like go far in that game, you got to think like that. There's no room for second guessing. You can't hesitate.
Yeah. No, you're right. You didn't. And it's common. I hear all the time when you go in the ring. You know, it's like, man, I'm there to kill you. I'm there to take your head off.
Yeah.
You know, we can be friends after the fight.
Yeah.
You know, we can be gentlemen after, but in the fight game, you got to fight. And I love watching the fight game. Yeah, they obviously the K1s. You got the Mark Hunts, you got the Ray Seffels or Ronnie Seffel, all those guys, Jason Sakosati, all those guys, and you know all these guys. You obviously with a lot of these guys, and it takes a special individual to flick that switch, Uso.
Yeah,
Flick that switch, like, man, I'm gonna. Have there ever been times, Sigi, when you got in the ring and you think to yourself, oh, gotta fight, I know I can smash this guy real easy. Just take it easy. Just take it easy for just the first instance, like, gotta fight, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Tell us, walk us through that also.
I just think it's either me or him. I'm not really thinking about him. I'm just thinking about what I'm gonna do to him. I'm thinking about all the training that I put in, and just I just want to be there to get him out of there, get him out of there as fast as I can, or not every opponent's going to be the same, So, yeah.
So you just did your fasioki there,
Just in there and get the job done and go home to, if I can get him out of there in 10 seconds, I'll get him out. If it's going to take, if I got to drown him, then take him out,
True, man.
Yeah.
And I love that. I always find it amusing, Sigi, the mindset of like yourself as a fighter.
Yes.
That it's like, do or die, just go to train. Well, tell us in terms of the training regime. How hard is it? Because I've heard people say it's 80% mindset and then 20% training. Is that true, or is that true or false?
Yeah, it's more in your mind. It's all in your mind. I believe for me, I wasn't the most technical fighter, but I would always find ways to make my mind stronger by reading books, or listening to podcasts that will empower me. Because not everything you're going to learn in the gym, you got to go out there and be a student of the game, learn from the other greats, see what they fought. And yeah, I think that's what made me excel in the game, was that. It's that extra work you got to put in there.
Yeah, that's cool. So you say you're reading books, Sigi. What kind of books have you read? Or what's the book like before a fight that you've read, like, this is a good book, this has really helped me before the fight, or just really helped me mentally?
I read Mike Tyson's autobiography. I read a lot of all the fighters I love, like Mike Tyson. I read books on Stephen Covey, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Just a lot of that. Yeah, and I'll just follow what they say in the book, and
Man, because I like that Stephen Covey one that you're talking about. What's been some of the habits that you've taken from that book, or the various other books that you've taken? You know what, I'm going to take that habit, and I'm going to use it not only just in the fight game, but also in everyday life.
Just being proactive, focusing on the things you can control. Some things you can't control, so I always focus on my circle of influence, what I can control, and that usually kills the negative. If I can focus on the positive, more positive will come. Yeah, that's one of the principles I always go back to. Yeah.
No, I truly believe what you're saying as well. So what's that? That's that law of attraction there.
Yes.
Sigi, when you're positive, doing things, you're doing good for others and so forth, good things always come back. And then also vice versa. And people talk about karma and all that.
Yeah.
And if you're doing bad to others and all that, it always comes back. And so for you as an individual, in terms of not only in the fight game, but also bodybuilding. Also, because now that's you take yourself to another.
Oh, man.
Is that true? I'm
seeing a monkey, like a bodybuilder.
Bodybuilding, and you got the dietary, nutrition, and I used to see some of your clips. I think in the early days also. I was like, man, this guy's just the chicken, and you have to your body and dehydrate yourself and all that kind of stuff before the competition.
Yes.
Also, tell us also, because is that like similar or just totally different from the fight game in terms of you training your mind but also your body?
It's the same mentality also. You gotta be focused on what you're doing, discipline. There's no. You gotta be focused on your goal. You can't really go out party. You gotta sleep right, eat right. I just learned a lot from bodybuilding. It taught me a lot. And yeah, like I said, like, the gym taught me everything that I know in life, how to be dedicated, how to be disciplined, and just sticking it through, because it's not easy, It's not easy, bodybuilding, very hard. Respect to all the bodybuilders, But yeah, that taught me a lot, bodybuilding. Yeah.
Jeez. But what got you into that anyway, Sigi? What made you think, you know what, doing the fight game, I'm just going to jump over to the bodybuilding? What made you get into the bodybuilding? Because I know you're back in school, bro. Everyone has that video clip, the laid back one, bro. You already had a good body back then. That was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try bodybuilding.
It was just when we were younger, so we didn't have that much stuff at home, and training was the only thing we had. Training in our imagination. So I think my mom back then she bought my brother some dumbbells. Back then, like those old school dumbbells you can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. She bought my brother one of those, and I always remember just going into his room when he was gone and doing the dumbbells, and I was like, he would come home and be angry that I used the dumbbells. Hey, you touched my dumbbells, but yeah, that's where it started from. That's what we had, was just training, and then from there just escalated into, bodybuilding. I noticed my training's always been good for me.
Yeah.
Training's always been good for me also.
Man, that's awesome also. And you mentioned the word discipline. Because, even back then, but even more so now, Sigi,
yes.
Sometimes discipline is we hear the word discipline a lot of times. But what does discipline mean for you? What is it, in your own words, what does discipline mean? Like when you talk about discipline, what is it for you?
Discipline for me. I think discipline for me is being true to yourself. When you say you're going to do something, you're going to make the choice every day to pick that. You're going to make the choice to, I'm not going to eat this, I'm going to eat this, the good food, not the bad food. It sounds simple, but people can't do that nowadays. Just sticking through. Just staying true to yourself, I reckon that's what discipline is. Staying true to yourself, true to what you believe. And just, discipline.
Yeah, nah.
Just live by discipline.
Oh, but it's true. You actually live it, Sigi. It is. I've seen the work. You won that. Did you win that the bodybuilding competition?
Yes, when I was younger. Yeah.
Bro, yeah, I remember that. It's like King Urumar, wasn't it? This guy, man.
Yeah.
And so also,
yeah,
people can say, okay, this is a discipline, this is whatever meaning they might come up with. And also, some guys talk about discipline, do this and be true to yourself. They don't. They can sound good. They can play it. They can talk a big game. Oh man, I'm disciplined. I'm doing this and that. I'm training the house down. All that kind of stuff. But if the feet don't match, that's not true discipline. But I know for a fact also. When you talk about discipline, I've seen you train the house down. I've seen you with these young kids and these teenagers. I've seen your even in the fight game. Discipline has put you in good stead in terms of what you're doing now. What you're doing now for D4G, and so I love it. Like you said, it's you kind of believing in yourself and so forth. And so how? Because if we can segue to D4G, how do you instill that same discipline that you have learned for yourself? How do you do that for the kids or the young people that you're training now for D4G in the fight game?
Also, I instill it because I've already kind of walked that way also.
Yeah.
I already kind of know the thinking patterns and and what to do. And I just try to try to show you actions instead of talking also, because I think the youth and the people, they want action speaks louder than words also. So I just try to lead by example also. Try to lead by example and empower our family, our D4G family.
Man, good on you, Sigi. And I see it. Obviously, my son was under you in training, and you're good with the kids, Sigi. I've seen you with the young people. Hey, Sigi, the coach.
Yeah.
And you're really good with the kids and the way you train them, even the adults. The way you train them and so forth. And so also, you look at your career, and I don't know. Maybe are you going to get back into the ring? Or he's like, you know what? maybe. And so that's obviously that's your prerogative. But also in terms of Shuriken, you in that PFL. And I remember watching you in PFL. You were in the ring, but also in the cage. So tell us about that, because that's is Ray Sif was still the president. And so also tell us about that experience, and how did you get chosen to fly all the way out, across the world and to fight in the cage, because that would have been such an amazing experience. But also a Samoan New Zealand boy from Otara going out there and fighting in the world stage.
Yeah. Nah, shout out to also Ray Sefo for giving me the opportunity. He's a legend, Ray Sefo. But I got the opportunity by just being active in the game, fighting, winning bouts. And then we got connected with CKB, and shout out to the also Doug Viney and Eugene. They kind of helped me enhance my game, and then that's how I got into the PFL also. Yeah.
Man, because what an experience, Sigi. Tell us how the whole ordeal, how you were feeling when you were entering into the ring, and just going, man, it was obviously would have been a bit of nerves, but describe for us how you were feeling at that time when entering into the cage.
I just couldn't believe it also going on. I couldn't believe that what I was thinking, I couldn't believe what training got me here, being on an airplane. I don't know how to catch flights and all of that. So I think I was just, what's the word? I was just buzzing out also. Like I was like, man. I was just buzzing out being in the cage in America and meeting a lot of like these guys like Michael Kirkhope. He's another legend, and all these guys. I was like, man, I seen these guys. I used to watch these guys on the Pride DVDs or tapes when I was little, and now I'm, saying hello to these guys. Yeah, it was a good experience,
Wow, man.
If you believe it, you can do it. Also, that's one thing I try to instill in our D4G youth fighters, because nobody believed in me, and in my partner had good belief in me, and that's what I try to instill into the D4G, their belief. They also speak words of life into our kids and our youth, that one day they will achieve their dreams also. Yeah. So that's what I want to instill now in our people also.
Man, maru lava.
Yeah, also.
Maru lava, Sigi. Because like you said, was that your first time on a plane? Or
also pretty much going on an airplane and that and flying over there. I was like, man, I never fly ever for holiday, just go fight. You gotta catch 2 planes. I was like, wow.
Bro.
Yeah, man, the turbulence is no good.
Bro.
Scary, bro, going over there.
Jeez. So you got to, man, and the fight game took you all the way across the world to the States to fight. And using your talent, using your talent, and I hear all the time, your talent will take you to places.
It's true, also.
But I always like to think as well, Sigi, that obviously people can have so much talent, and then the work ethic just kind of is not there. But I often think that for you, in your case, your talent, but also your work ethic and your drive, your desire to push yourself. And so you said you met Mirko Krukop?
Yeah, man.
Oh, bro. He was one of the legend, the Croatian legend, man. Oh, man. Who else was there? Who else was at the PFL at the time?
Who else was there?
Because I'm a big fan of Mirko Krukop.
Mirko Krukop. There was, what's his name? Ray Seffield. Who else was there?
Some of the older fighters?
Yeah, some of the old fighters. Randy Couture,
Randy Couture.
I was like, wow, buzzing out.
Randy Couture's there. Oh, man.
Yeah, man, I'm just from Otara and I'm over there now. Next minute, I'm over there also, shaking hands with all these giants. Buzz me out also.
Randy Couture's out there, man. Because I know he does a lot of stuff with Reino, with the PFL.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you're rubbing shoulders with some of these elite fighters, Sigi. And so, man, I love it because you said you were flying on the plane thinking to yourself, man, I'm a boy from Otara and the fight game's taking me all around here, which tells us that when you talk, people should listen. Hey, Singy. No, that's true. So people should listen. When you talk about the fight game, and you talk about to these students, hey, because some people, some kids like, so if you're poko, and people say, hey, because I don't know, you've been listening to this guy. This guy's been in the fight game. He knows what he's talking about. Yeah. And I remember, I know you did some stuff in Smack as well. You know, the Smack gym as well. Maybe Nansen and all the family.
Tori and I was training with under Tori Nansen and Francis Visitolu when he was back then at the old Smack. Jeez. So we come was under those great coaches of mine. Yeah, taught me a lot, and man, they instilled a lot of good work ethic, and me.
Man, that's awesome, Singy. Singy, you mentioned something that just a few minutes ago. You said that no one believed in you. No one believed in your dream. So when you say no one believed in you, obviously we get the lovely Erica here as well. Yeah. Hello, Erica.
My beautiful wife.
Your beautiful wife, your beautiful lady.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about when no one believed in you, what are you actually saying? Are you talking about family? Are you talking about friends? Are you talking about...
Yeah, I just, you need somebody to believe in you, to reach your dreams. You can't do it on your own. And I was just fortunate enough to know Erica since I was a little kid in primary. She used to like her in primary, then we connected growing up. So we pretty much lifetime is for life. But, also I was just blessed to have her by my side all the way through everything, thick and thin. And she just believed in all my dreams. Some people will laugh at your dreams, and tell you we come from a very negative place, also, to be honest, where we come from. People say, hey, why you do that? Don't do that. Don't dream too big. But I was just, she was the only one that always encouraged the good in me, all good in me, and it made me strive and build my desire to reach for my greatness also. So I was blessed to have her. Yeah, that's why I'll do anything for my angel there, my panda. Also.
Absolutely, man. That's cool, Singy. And props to you, Erica. Maro lover. Obviously, I know this man loves you. And vice versa. And so also with obviously people with disbelief, and you mentioned just a few seconds ago that we live in a real negative space. Also. You hear all the time. People talk about tōpapi syndrome, where sometimes people talk about lokoleanga. So that sucks. What are your thoughts? And I want to hear from you, Singy, from the horse's mouth in terms of how do you combat that, and especially in this generation or this era now, when people are like, don't dream too big. And I know what you mean also. Don't dream too big. This is as good as it gets for you. Who are you trying to do this kind of stuff? How do you combat that? Because it's different from the physical fighting game. But how do you combat that, like mentally, but also in terms of spiritually as well? What do you do? Do you fussy them?
Nah. I wish he was. Nah. Also, I just focus on the positive. Also, I focus on love. I focus on just the positive things in my life. When everything's going down, I think, oh man, I'm grateful to be here. I'm grateful to be breathing. I just use those tactics to win in life. Gratefulness also. And I don't really pay attention to any of that because I know it's not going to be good. It's not going to be good for me also when I just focus on the good. Pray, always praying too. That's another big part of it too. Also is the belief, and just always giving thanks to God for guiding us every day. Because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Him. Also, I would have been maybe, gone. It was gone, locked down, talent wasted. But there's a God also, and God's been looking over us.
Also. But did you think it's sad, Singy? Like you've seen it time and time. You've probably seen it in your career. A lot of talent out there.
Yeah, also.
A lot of talent.
Also, there's a lot of talent out here, and especially there's a lot of talent in New Zealand, but there's a lot of talent in South Auckland also. Lot of talent that I see, and that's my goal also with D4G, Desire for Greatness, is to get those guys that are on the streets and that, and use that talent for the good also, to help empower. You know, I got one of these other young fellas, Sam Puzzles Katoa. He's one of he's been only fighting for 2 years. He's got 3 belts.
Jeez.
He's like 7-0, I think now, 3 knockouts.
Bro, I think I've seen him.
Yeah, he just started. You know, he just came off the street one time. He just walked into the gym. You know, just guys like that also, and I'm getting more of those guys coming through also. So just developing that. That's my because I see myself, I could have been going the wrong direction, but I want to bring those guys in there, because they got the gift also. They just need a guide that they also. Just right.
Good Singy. Yeah, I think I've seen that. The one you're talking about, the puzzle.
Yeah.
Katoa, young Tongan boy.
He's young.
Yeah, and so man, I've seen him, and I've seen that this guy's beating up people who defeating people who've been in the fight game for a while.
Oh man, a lot of the fights he's fought, he shouldn't have won those fights. He just won it on his. He's a hard worker too, so you know, that's the other thing too. He's a good example in the gym, and a hard worker, and just talented also. Or call him Puzzles, because he just didn't know what he's gonna do. Yeah, he's a good kid. I like him.
Props to him, man. Props to you taking him under your wing, like you said. You know, and like I wanted to add as well, like a lot of talent, but also, and you've seen it. You and I have seen it. A lot of talent has gone to waste also.
Yeah, also.
And
sad.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. Like, you think of some of the brothers, I don't know, I can name a few, but you think of some of the brothers who, man, so much talent, could have went this way, but the crossroads, like, they end up making a choice where it's like, and I don't know, it's sad, but like you said, you're in a position, in a place where you're able to, would it be God's kind of guided you into this, your talent, but also give back to your skills and what you've learned, your talent, to other people. And so with that also, tell us, D4G, how did it start? Your own business, you're the co-founder of D4G also. Tell us, man. Tell us about D4G.
Desire for Greatness was found in the mental health wards where we used to go, where my partner was locked down there for a bit, and I'd go in there. And I would hold pads for my angel in there, and it was just, I could see when I was training her, she was getting more. It was good for her mental health, and from there I just grew it into what now I'm just giving it to everybody. Now, whoever wants to come, they come, and we help them, whether that's mentally, physically. But that's where kind of D4G was created. So that's where.
Even the name, I like, because I like the name also. Back in I know when you were studying in Urihu, what was it? Was it the library? The old library, the old library out in Otahu, in terms of D4G. So it was already birthed, so to speak. Birthed D4G. How did you come up with the name Desire for Greatness? Because that's a good name also.
Yeah, also Desire for Greatness was something that me and Panda came up with when we were figuring out, man, what is this inside of me? Yeah, that's always wanting to always wanting to push it. Always wanting to push. I was always never really satisfied with. Like, I always I can do better. So whatever I put my mind to, I can do it. And we're like, man, it's desire. And then what are you desiring? Greatness. Yeah. And so desire for greatness. Yeah, stay hungry. That's what we're about. Also. Yeah. D4G.
Yeah.
And it was always me and Panda doing it, pushing it in the fight game. And then we came away, and then we made our own fight family. And now, we got a lot of people now, a lot of members, and a lot of fighters, a lot of kids and youth. Yeah. So
Man, Singy. So you're studying, is this like a D4G gym as well, or is it just?
Yeah. At the moment, we're doing we're with Nation Fitness with the Usopuasi. So he's helped us with our training, where we train at. So we're there at the moment, yeah, as a gym.
Wow, man. And so how many members now? Because you said obviously you started off small.
Yeah.
You know, you're just kind of blowing up. And I see your
man.
fighters. I saw your fighters on the weekend. I saw you some of the clips on Instagram. So I told him, these fighters are just, man, Singi's just training champions, man.
Yeah.
This is like the another Lolo Heimuli. Yeah. So also, so tell us the whole, how it all kind of birthed, but also the ultimate goal for D4G and for you and Erica.
How did it birth? Our ultimate goal is just to create a safe place for our community where they can come and train and be empowered by positivity also. So just giving them empowerment also through martial arts also. That's our ultimate goal. And yeah, to have one day have our own facility where we can cater to more people also and expand it. And I hope D4G will live longer than I live also. Whoever's next, he's gonna run it. But yeah, that's my goal. So yeah.
Man, that's awesome, Singi. Did you ever, in your wildest dream, Singi, think that you'd be running your own business? So you're a businessman, man. You're an entrepreneur, man.
Yeah. Also, I'm lucky. I had some good people like God who's always looking over me. I was lucky to have just good people around me. One of them was my cousin Luke. Yeah. He's the number one hustler. Definitely, he taught me how to structure everything, and yeah, just because you can do your own thing. And he's one of those good business mentors that helped me also, and yeah, just having good people around there, just lucky also.
Yeah, and that's awesome also. How about on the flip side, Singi? Obviously, when you and Erica started the business D4G, have you run into people who, people say snakes? Have you run into people like these guys are not for the vision or not for the goal that you have in mind? Have you kind of been involved, or you've seen some of those individuals?
Man, there's a lot of those also, especially a lot of them also. I just usually with us or with people like that, we just outgrow them also. They will fall away. The rotten fruit will fall also, and the good fruit shall prosper also. That's how I look at it also. Say, some people can't keep up with the growth and they will fall. Also, and we will continue to grow with the good crop also.
Bro, I believe that 100%, Singi, man. You keep going, man. It's just kind of you kind of like the tears in the tears in the what they call it, the wheat. And so you kind of know that which is the real deal. You kind of sifting out the.
You gotta have a good inner circle also, insulated, and keep your good team close, and that's all you need also. Yeah, shout out to our boys Salome and Junior. They've been helping me a lot in there also, and also puzzles too. So Panda.
Yeah.
You need a good crew also. You need a good crew to build.
Yeah, I believe that, Singi. Yeah, I believe that you need the right people, a good team who believe in the vision. You and Erica's vision to how to drive this.
Yeah, also.
And so I hear this all the time, and maybe it's the same thing for you and Erica. Do you notice that your team, or your close inside team, is very small?
Yes. Yeah, my hand also can count them also. That's all I need also, to take the world of this with our people. Yeah, also. Yeah, when it comes down to it, that's all you have.
Yeah. Also. And I hear it's quite common. I always hear that, but it's a small team in a circle now. It's just the people that you're real close to, and so I can imagine now, Singi, because D4G and it's growing. I know the people are like, hey, D4G. Have you heard people like, hey, who's D4G? Who's that gym? Are you having people like that? The word is kind of spreading,
Yeah, also.
like wildfire. Like, man, I
Yeah.
know. And do you have you had people like, man, who's training this guy? Who's training this? How come this guy's that good in a short period of time? Are you getting all of those kind of feedback, positive feedback? And I can imagine there's haters. But how does it make you feel when you're like, man, people are like knocking at the door, like, man, can you train my person? Can you take this person?
Yeah.
Can you help us out?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
It's good. Also, I'm a big believer that action speaks. Also, the work will speak for itself. Also, so I was just blessed that I was trained by very world class trainers. Also, Lolo Hemuli's been there, Dagman, Eugene, Tori, and they just taught me good values and just been around good mentors, and they taught me how to be. I learned that also, and with that good stuff, I'll give it to my boys, and I think that's what's made them elevate fast. Also, good quality stuff. Also, I never learned it off YouTube. Also, I learned being active. Also, and I learned hard stuff, the bad and the good. So I try to tell them, hey boys, watch out for that, watch out for this, and just avoid a lot of pitfalls. Yeah, that's what I want them to learn of what I done wrong, so they can go further than me. Also, I want them to go further than me. That's my goal. Give it to them. Because I just wish I had someone like that, So, just want to look after my boys, look after our boys and girls. Yeah, give them what we didn't have.
Man, singing, because some of those names you mentioned, obviously when you think of Lolo Heimuli, man, the man's trained a lot of champions,
man,
in the fight game.
Master.
And so, yeah, the Sifu, yeah. And so, also, out of all those, and I'm just assuming, but out of all those people that you've rubbed shoulders with, or coaches that have trained you and so forth, which one has given you the most insight, and which one has been the most influential?
That's pretty tough, crazy. Answer that one also.
Who's been the most influential?
But I can say good quality of each of them. Also, I would say Tori and Francis just taught me that just go forward and pressure and just push hard. They used to push us in the gym. They're another old school gym also when we were there running, run, skipping, bag work, hit pads. They taught me that. Doug and Eugene, they taught me to be a more technical fighter. And just, I learned a lot of them. And Lolo, man, they call him the master for a reason. He was able to talk to me, and I think he's good with the psychology also with Lolo. He knows how to make you believe in your abilities. So yeah, Lolo was the one that gifted me the name Showtime. One of the days that I fought. And he believed in me. Lolo, he was a good fella. He was sharp, man. He trained a lot of the greats in New Zealand also. So yeah, he's good on psychology. He's good on technical, and he's good too on triggering the mind to fight. Activating the fighter's mind also. So yeah, I think I was just blessed to be close to Lolo when I was doing time with him. Yeah, Lolo's the man.
Yeah, man. Because some of those names you mentioned, like, man, gosh, even Doug Viney. I remember watching those guys back in the days, and just
Doug Viney, no mercy.
Oh man, Doug Viney, man, was good with his hands, man.
Yeah, he's the man.
And man, just takes me back in the K1 days of just seeing Mark Hunter and all those guys.
Yeah,
you've been there. You've been in the ring. You've been in the cage. Now you started your own boxing business and the mental wellness part. Also, I love that. Tell us a little bit more. I know your lovely wife is here, Erica, but tell us a little bit more in terms of the mental wellness or mental well-being. Why this is such an important part of D4G for you and Erica.
I just the mental, just being I found that when we were doing the training, it helped a lot with relieving stress also. So like I think that's what's helped D4G grow too, was because I seen the dark side of where mental health can go also. Schizophrenia, you know, bipolar, and you know it's tough also. But you know, training's not gonna fix it, but it can help also. So I think that's why I opened my mind up to a lot of people going into those worlds there and seeing different things that just made me more open-minded also. And it made me more understanding of people, of why people do certain things. Hey.
Yeah. Nah, that's cool. Singing. I love what you said. Just that word, understanding.
Yeah.
Yeah, so many times we don't understand people.
Yeah, also sometimes you can, hey, what's that guy? But you know, you don't know what he suffered.
Yeah.
The trauma that there's a more deeper lens to it also. When you look at someone, there's a reason why they're doing that. They didn't just wake up and do that one day also.
Yeah, you're spot on, man. It is, you know, people, and I think even more so now, there's a lack of understanding.
Yeah.
People are quick to judge in a way. Also, like, oh yeah, and you said what you said. I'm thinking, oh, why does he do that? Why do they act that way? And people don't understand the different personality types and the trauma, things that they might be happening for that person or what they've gone through. And we're so quick to, that person's blah blah blah. And label, even the labels. I don't know about you, Singh. I just tell like some of the labels. People just label this and that. Oh yeah, that person's got this and that. What are your thoughts on that when people just label like, oh, this person's got this?
I think it's just an easy way to say why that person is like that. Also, nowadays society, this guy's got ADHD, this guy's got this, and I don't really believe in that. I don't know. So I just they need to bring back the old school ways. Smack them and then they understand. Hey, I think for me, I probably had ADHD, but man, my dad pinging me until the ADHD is out of me.
They get ADHD, we're picking out days.
Oh, so they got me on the ADHD.
But kasir po. Oh, I'm cured was a miracle.
I think that's what it is nowadays. So a lack of discipline. Hey, the word discipline, you know, there needs to be more structured discipline. You know. Yeah,
you're right, man. I agree also. There's so many labels and all that, and then obviously people quick to judge it. Oh, you know what happens there? We label people. Oh, kind of fight, and we treat them just a certain way. No, people are people.
Worse,
it makes it worse.
And
people are people. People just want to be, just treat them as people.
Yeah, also that's what I do when they come to the gym and to D4G. I treat everybody the same, also with love and respect. But then when it's not aligned, when it doesn't, then that's when I can try my best also, and be understanding. But every man has a limit. There's a limit, and then
Is that when you do the
kick out the front door?
We do the shinky
out of here.
Oh man, case man.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
You're right. Also, I love because and you're probably the best person to talk to about that also. And for me personally as well, because my daughter, I have a daughter who has Down syndrome. You know, people would say, you're straight away. People think, cut off fire and all this and that. And, let's treat her different. No, you just, like you said, it. Just treat them with love, respect. You know, and if they play up, hey, you better pull your head out and go back in line. But I think at the end of the day, people want to be treated just as human beings. And I don't know if it's I don't know, Singy, because Fitz was here a few weeks ago, and I don't know, I kind of get a bit of a sense as well. I'm thinking that you and I are probably in the same wavelength in terms of things that are happening in this day and age, and you kind of see things that are happening, and you think, and you seem like the individual who tests things. Like, was this true? Is this actually true? Is this? And I'm gonna test it, and like you're not one of those guys who are like the sheep, is just the masses who just follows everything, whatever is on the mainstream media and all that kind of stuff. It seems like you're kind of that kind of individual. Like, no, I'm gonna test this. It's true. I'm gonna do my own research. Is that true about you, Sigi? Because I'm kind of gauging that from you. So is that true?
Also, yeah. I just believe in the old school ways of values. Also, just pray. Pray for guidance, and the values we grew up with. Also, that's how I believe that's the best. Sometimes the extra hiding might have been excessive, but it was good for us. Also, made us strong, and made us know what's right and wrong. Also, we know what's right, we know what's wrong, and then we know what to do when it's not right.
Yeah, I don't. And so, Sigi, because of the work that you do right now, and you and Erica, and more so for you, has there been a time in your life, or even more recent, Sigi, you felt like, man, this is too much, man. I don't know if I can push through, like, as strong as your mind is. Have there been moments where you're like, oh man, I just don't know. I don't know today, man. I don't want to get out of bed.
Yeah. Also I have days. I always have days like that also, but I always just make it like a positive also. Like if I'm thinking like that, that means I'm growing. I'm in an uncomfortable place, and I just welcome it as growth. So I'm like, man, we ask for this. We pray for this. You gotta accept the good and the bad. And just write it out, and then eventually it goes good again. Also, so that's how I look at it, brother.
Man, I like that, man. I'm gonna use that as a quote, man. That's a good quote. We ask for this. We ask for this, man.
So we gotta deal with the mud. You pray for the rain, gotta deal with the mud, brother.
But even that as well, Sigi. I didn't realize that you, in terms of, it seems like you're a man of faith. Is that something that's always been a part of you as a man of faith and following God? It's quite spiritual. Has that always been a part of a strong part of your connection in terms of God and your dreams, your goals? Well, tell us in terms of, because of, obviously you and I went to La Salle. Also the greatest school in
FTG.
Fight the good fight. So in terms of you growing up, was that always kind of like the?
Yeah, also I've always been praying since we were little. My dad and my mom, just always pray every day. 6 o'clock prayer time. Read the Bible, sing the songs, pray. But I've always like some things I lack, like intelligence, or not intelligence, but like some things I might not understand. Or like sometimes my ability might not be able to match a certain fighter. Or like just for example also, but I always believed in the power of prayer also to help empower me. Because I always believe God is at the end of the day, He's got the final say also. And I always pray to God, as long as you do good, He's got you also. Yeah, prayer also.
Yeah,
pray for understanding, pray for wisdom, pray for protection. Yeah.
I like that, Sigi. Like even like I think I'm just thinking of it now, Sigi. Like obviously we pray, and you are a man of faith, especially in those hard times. In those during those defeats, Sigi, during those times when you had lost a bout or a fight. How do you come back from that? How do you come back from like? Because I can only imagine like. You lose a fight, like, oh man, damn. Or was it like, okay, we learn from this. We learn from this.
Learn also. I always had that attitude of, I'm always grateful for the fight also, because I trained so hard. And I trained so hard and developed my game. And then when I go to fight, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to sit the exam now. Let's see if I know all the answers, And sometimes, you know, you might not know all the answers also, so at least you know, oh yeah, I know what to work on the next time to make me a more complete fighter also. So that's how I always looked at it. Like the fight was always gonna help me elevate, whether I win or lose. It's gonna help me be better. That's how I always looked at it. It was like, so just I want to test my steel with his steel and see who comes out on top. Also, yeah,
man. Yeah. And see, in terms of the mindset and during those defeats, what's been the biggest or in terms of losing, what's been the biggest opponent you feel like, oh man, I could have. Maybe he was just lucky on that thing. Because sometimes people, you hear that people like they lose concentration, just a lack of a split second of concentration, like and they get caught.
Yeah.
So who's the fighter you think, oh damn, I had him, but damn, especially during those times of when you lost a bout?
Probably when I was fighting in America. You know, I wish situations could have been different, but a lot of those guys that I fought were already veterans, had a lot of experience in the game, and like I knew myself I can compete with them and beat them, but I was still a little bit young, not too sharp on the outside, things of like personal things, like I couldn't. I had a lot of experience in the fight game, but not that much on the outside. Also, I think the other stuff was catching up on me. But I knew when I was fighting those guys, I was like, man, like I can beat these guys, you know, like, or I can, you know, I can keep up with these guys. But yeah, I think it gave me the belief, like, man, our people we can do this, we can do it. So yeah, that's my goal. So now to empower the next wave, also, like to let them know, bro, I seen that you can do that, Try give it to them, let them know that they are capable, also. They are capable of greatness. Yeah, also.
Yeah, and I like that because, like you said, our people can do this, which tells us that you belong here. I belong in this cage. I belong in this ring.
Maybe I might not go also to the promised land, but maybe my people will go. Maybe the other ones may go before me also, and I pray that they do also. We just need an environment for our people to, our South Auckland boys to also. Yeah,
no, that's awesome. Also, you mentioned that there was like you knew the fight game. You know the fight game very well, fighting those guys. What was the outside thing you were saying? That it's just the outside, was it the outside issues?
Just people also, like, you know, because I spend a lot of time in the gym, and that's all I've been doing since I left school. It's been competing, just competing also. I never really had go to the club and go to here and, you know, be just normal. All I've been doing, just training. I was just lucky to have Erica there just support me and help believe in my dreams also. Just dealing with people. In the fight game, you got to be honest. Some people in the real not honest. They say one thing, you know, but the thing with the game is, I love the game because it's honest. You get out what you put in, and that's what I love about the game. The fight game was it's honest.
Yeah. I like the analogy you're saying. Like like especially if you're in the midst of a lot of people, you can fake it to make it. Because there's a lot of people around you. But you're right, because when you're in the ring, it's just you and that person, just you. You don't have a team with you. Oh, hey guys, I'm pass you the ball. So you have to fight, and you're right. And it's gonna show that, hey, or you're gonna get exposed. Like, hey, did you do the training, or did you do enough? Man, okay, I get it. And so physically you're ready, but just the outside influence and the people. Yeah, man. Just going back to what you're saying, that sometimes you need the right people in the.
Also that's what I learned too. Is that's what I'm trying to pass on to the associations and just looking after. Because you need to have a good team also. Once you start going up there, people want to come and, you know. So just looking after your inner circle, making sure it's strong. That's all you need.
That's good singing, man. A lot of good advice also. And I get, I'm privileged because I get to hear it from someone who's been in there, been in the fight game, been overseas, won belts, and now you're giving back. How does it feel for you to give back? Because I know we're all Tara boys, 274. How does it feel for you to give back to the community, especially such a young age as well? I'm thinking. People think, when I get in my 40s, 50s, and I give back to my community.
Yeah.
But what, are you still in your 30s or?
Yeah, I'm 32.
Yeah, well, bro, you're still young, man.
Yeah, 32.
And so you're 32. You're giving back to the community.
Yeah.
You're giving back to your people. You're giving back to the hood.
Yeah.
And people think we're from the hood.
Yeah.
So how does it feel for you, like inside, when you think, man?
Also, it makes me feel rich. Also, I feel really I feel wealthy when I give, and when I help. It gets me up every day. Also, knowing, especially I think with when I started training the kids and my D4G kids and youth, I started training them. I felt like I had a responsibility. It was like, oh man, I gotta be there for these guys. So I stopped drinking too and that for like 3 years, and since I've been doing the kids, so I could turn up strong for them and just help them. Yeah, it's been good also. It's been good for me, helping. I love to help. And
So because you've got a familiar face in the hood now, man, also.
Yeah.
Obviously in Otara, I know some of the people in Mangere, and obviously Otahu, people are like, oh man, Sigi.
Yeah.
And Sigi's here, or the training and fighting. And so you said you stopped drinking for 3 years.
Yeah,
you still not drinking anymore?
No more drinking, also sober now. Stopped there also, And it's I always encourage my boys, that's to not partake in that also, because nothing really good comes out of it also. It's good to focus on your goals, be sober, and look after your family.
Yeah. Come on, Sigi. Yeah, obviously at D4G, are there anything else, any other projects you're thinking of in the future, Sigi, that you're kind of like, maybe we try this, maybe Eric and I can try this further down the track, or was it like, no, under wraps, we're just going to make sure we just focus on D4G at the moment?
I will just focus on whatever comes or whatever God has in store there for us, we will do. We just want to reach out to the community and continue to, because we're in the schools now too, and we're just trying to reach out also. Just try to see how far our talent can take us. What God's given to us. Try spread it.
Man, Sigi, any words of advice for young up and coming fighters? Like if you look at that camera right there, the ones facing you, what's some good advice for those young up and coming fighters? Like, man, I want to learn, I want to get better.
Just train to the best of ability. Pray to God. Look for a good team that's gonna back you whether you win or lose, and keep them solid and close to you. And that will be. And stay hungry.
Man, stay hungry. Yeah, that's the one. Stay hungry
also.
Stay hungry also. Just something. This is totally off the topic also, and so I like to do this near the end. We're kind of winding down in terms of our talano also. And so this young man over here, he's like we mentioned earlier on, Sigi, that he's a bit of a movie buff. He's well versed in his movies and so forth. Also, tell us on his left field, what's your 2 favorite movies of all time? Also,
favorite movies would be
not those movies in La Salle.
what would be my favorite movie? Would be. I like what movie did we watch?
Is it an old one or a recent one?
I'm trying to think also what a good movie was. What's one of the movie? Pardon? What's one of the movie? Also, I don't really watch that much movies.
Oh, you don't- you don't-
I'm
you
not
don't
much
into
of a wait. I'll try to think one way.
Or a movie that you found?
Arnold.
Oh, Arnold.
Terminator. The first Terminator.
Oh, the very first one.
Yeah, like the Terminator. And Rambo. Yeah, Rambo. Terminator and Rambo.
Are we talking about the first Terminator back in the 80s? Are you talking about that one?
Yeah, when he comes out and
Jeez, what is this? Yeah, this with Michael. Was it Michael Bing? Or one of they have Arnold, and then you got did you say Rambo.
Rambo.
Which one? Which one?
He doesn't say anything. He just goes blows everything up. Yeah. I like that guy. Yeah, that one. When he's in the jungle and he gets everybody. Yeah, I like that Rambo.
John Rambo. Yeah, John Rambo. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Rambo. Sylvester Stallone. Rambo.
Is it the one? Because I know part one.
There's the knife. Got the big knife. Yeah. And they electrocute him.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's the man.
Get in. Do you know any of those Rambo movies or Terminator?
No, that's more for you guys.
No. Okay, John Rambo. Also, music. Because I'm sure I know you love your music also. Because you must train with music.
Music.
Also, what's your favorite, or maybe two or one? What's your favorite old school jam? Like the music, man, this is my old school jam, man. Anything old school, I'm gonna play this. This gets me up and gets me hyped from this train, or just gets me like, man, I wanna move to this song.
Maybe Tupac. I like Tupac.
Oh, nice.
Tupac.
What's
Old School. That song, Old School. Tupac, Old School.
Oh, yeah.
It's called Old School, I think. Yeah, I like that one. What's another one? Oh, and Arija, Watching You.
Ooh.
That was always my walkout song. Yeah, Arija.
Funny you mentioned that. I listened to it today.
Yeah,
it came on my playlist.
Yeah.
Watching You, Arija. Props to Bidian, Ryan Monga.
Yeah.
Bro, man, I know you into the Arija, man.
That was my walkout song. Arija, yeah, Watching You.
Jeez.
Someone's getting a hiding when I played that song. Eh? I mean, a boogie, bro. I mean, a boogie on that one.
Bro,
Yeah.
man. Arija, man, that's a classic. That's a Kiwi
Arija.
classic, bro. That's back in the 80s.
Yeah, also.
Iconic, man, that Arija. Props to them also. And so, also, just as we come to an end, also, when you think of, and I always like to ask this to our guests, also the men who are just doing some real good stuff, and you are singing, no matter how people might say it or paint it, and whatever people think you are doing, you and Erica are doing some good stuff also.
Thank you, Mo.
And it's proofs in the pudding. I've seen those clips even way before I've got you to come back on. I've seen those clips, and obviously with my son Phoenix, I've seen the proofs in the pudding. You put in the work, and you are hungry, and because of your hunger, those young kids, those young boys and girls are hungry, and then the fight game because they're hungry. They wanna succeed. Legacy, also D4G. It doesn't have to be D4G. It could be just you, Erica, whatever it is for you. What at the end of the day, Singi, what do you want to be remembered for?
What do I want to be? I just want to be remembered as a person that always showed love to everybody, and hopefully I made helped them in a way, and I just want to be remembered as just, how do I want to be? Just a person that lived by the words that he preached, and I stay true to my guns all the way. Yeah, to stay true to myself all the way, and that's how I want to be remembered also. I loved all my loved ones. Yeah, those who I loved them with all I had. Yeah. That's how I want to be.
I love it, Singy, and I love it. You stand on your convictions, eh?
Yeah,
you stand on
also.
your convictions. You stand true to your values. Oh, I just got me thinking as well. Also, in terms of those values, convictions, because you're very stoic, but also very humble. What do you think? What are your thoughts on our men in this day and age?
Men.
What What are you seeing out there? Obviously, you train on a lot of these young boys.
I've seen a lot of the young boys also. I think a lot of the issue nowadays also is a lot of the young. There's no dad at the home. Also, me and a lot of this single moms and that. So that's what's been the issue with a lot of our young boys is they don't have a strong figure at home. Also, that's what I've been seeing a lot with the work I've been doing also. And I think they just need more stronger male also. Male. Like us also, we grew up with our dad also. See, our dads were hardworking men also. And when we done wrong, they disciplined us so we know what's good. And I think that's lacking nowadays also. Yeah. That's what I see. Yeah.
No, good one, Singy. Yeah, no, I tend to agree in terms of the father figure.
Yeah.
You know, there's a fine line of being compassionate and vulnerable and loving on your kids and also our boys, but also our boys need to say, hey, you're out of line, son. And be able to teach them right from wrong, good values. And I like what you said, all about action.
Yeah,
we can talk till the cows come home. I love you, and this and that, and do this, and be integral, and follow your dreams. And then the kids will look at you. What are you doing? You're not following any dreams. You're not doing anything. You just say this and that. But you don't do any of that stuff. And so our boys need to see some real good role models, and also lack of father figures. And you're on the money also. You definitely know what you're talking about also. And so appreciate it. Appreciate our talanoa. Appreciate our time together, Singy. And what a privilege also. I know you said this is your first podcast. Hopefully it's the first of many. And then people say, hey man, we need to get this also on, man. But it's been an absolute privilege and an honor also. Obviously, I've seen you in your footage, seen you train people and all that. And the goal is D4G. I think in the early days I started seeing it, and bro, it's blowing up. So long live D4G also.
Thank you, Ma.
You and Erica continue to stay hungry.
Thank you.
Keep pushing. And also, Bonum Sutam Suta, man. Man, fight the good fight.
Yes,
fight the good fight. And so, Singy, is there any last words? I always want to give the guest the last words.
Okay.
But before we do that also, every guest that comes on, and I always give them a gift. I always give them a sketch of a caricature or cartoon or caricature of how I envision them to be.
Wow.
And so I thought, man, what am I going to do for Singy? Because Singy's, Singy's, is buff, strong, he's a good fighter. And so this is on behalf of the Mandate team also.
Wow.
For you, Mosul.
Wow. Thank you so. Wow. Fuck. Look at that.
Nah, man, Uso, man.
Thank you,
man,
I
Uso.
love this, my brother.
Oh, man, hey, man.
When I open up a gym, also, I'm going to put that in the gym, also, right in the front there, also.
Hey, man.
Beautiful.
And that's all you and Erica in terms of the hard work you do.
Solid.
And so, bless you, man.
Thank you,
bless you and the work you do, you and Erica. I don't know, any kids in the plans? Or
yes, one day also, if God gives us, we will have many kids.
Awesome. But also, any last words of encouragement for our men,
also,
our viewers, our listeners also?
Yeah. Also, I just want to say thank you also for allowing me to come on your podcast also. And I hope I've done well. Thank you so much also to you and your lovely wife and the family also. And our last words will be just believe in yourself. Whatever you can do it also. Don't let anybody tell you can't. And keep God close, keep family close, and everything will come, brother. That's my thing. And stay hungry, always stay hungry. And if you need a place to train, come here. We'll come to us. We'll look after you, D4G, hit us up on Insta or Facebook, and we're on it also. That's us. Thank you also.
Yeah, Maru love also. Please don't forget to subscribe, and also once again, the man himself, Sigi Showtime Pesaleli.
Thank you. Thank you, my son.